God for your life. We thank God for seeing us through yet another month. The month of September ended so well, and we are grateful to God for that. I want to thank God for His saving grace. We might have gone through a lot, but God has given us the grace to see life, to see October. It's a blessing to see October. This morning, I came your way to talk about what I have called career path, choosing a career path. You know, we find ourselves in a part of the world where choosing a career path is not as easy as we may think. In some part of the world, a child growing up is easily marked for specific career path. In as much as the parents may have interest, it is not so intense or the depth is that light. So the child grows up and having that autonomy of taking decisions for themselves. In our part of the world, where parents and families feel that their images are at stake, their brands. Interestingly, there are families that would do anything to protect their family's image. And this goes a long way to debilitate the mental health status of their children. So, for example, a child completes school, probably a junior high, as currently it is the case in our part of the world where our wards completed junior high and school placement system have been released, and parents are preparing earnestly to take their children to school this month. I believe strongly that there are some homes that there is so much conflict because the child wants to pursue a specific course, a specific program because of what they desire and what they are aligned to. But their family, their parents, their siblings, who are the paymasters, are saying that no, we can't reach such a course in our family. No, no one has been a teacher in this family, and you can't be a teacher. We are a family of doctors, and you must necessarily become a doctor. It is this doctoral profession that has fed you and schooled you, so you can't grow up and tell us that you are not interested in becoming a doctor. This simple statement carries a lot of weight. So a child is forced to compromise their career path because of family status, because of family image, because of what society would say about a particular family. There are some families that go like, your father was a lawyer, your grandfather was a lawyer. How dare you say you wouldn't want to become a practitioner of the law? No, you must. Even if you don't have the interest, you must necessarily find one and go. You are intelligent, and that's all that you need to become a lawyer. But most of the time, what parents and family members neglect is the interest of the child, is the disposition of the child. is the personality of the child aligning with whatever career path you, as a parent, as a family member, as a paymaster, desire for them to do? So there have been instances where people would go to school, all right, become the lawyers, the doctors, the engineers, the pharmacists. They become teachers, nurses, and name them. And they are like, after they are done, they work for about a year or two, and they tell their parents, listen, you wanted me to become a doctor, I'm now a doctor. You wanted me to become a nurse, now I'm a nurse. You said I should become an engineer. I've struggled, but I've done it. I've fulfilled that thing that you want, that family image. Everyone knows your child, your son, your daughter holds this profession. But now it is time for me to pursue my career path. So I pursued your career path, and now I want to pursue mine. So you find these people diverting, changing their professions midway in life, schooling themselves again to really align with what their personality desires. So, for example, there is this scholar called Holland. Holland developed this research model where he posits that, this scholar posits that every environment has a specific personality that matches it. So the research simply means are for realistic kind of people who are hands-on people who can fix your machine, though they've not learned it, even at a younger stage. People who would be able to manipulate tools. They are practical people. So they'll do well with the engineering, the welding, the carpentry, and all that. If you place such a person in an environment where they need to follow strict laws, strict procedures, collect data, the child or the individual gets up every morning, and work becomes like a chore for them. They don't desire to become people who work in a systematic environment. Their personality does not match it. So there is a mismatch. But for a career to be successful and productive, for a career to improve the mental health of even the practitioner, it has to be environment person fit. There must be congruence between the environment and the personality. We have the investigative people, and these people thrive well in the sciences. So they would want to work in the laboratories, in many science related, the research fields. If you place such a person in the hands-on environment, the person would struggle to fit in. And these things cause a lot of burnout in our workplaces. Then we have the artistic people, the people who would want to be with the studios, the theaters, creative people. And such people must be encouraged to pursue their artistic personality career path. You shouldn't push your child grows up and the child is so good artistically, and you think the child must necessarily do science because, my child can draw well, then they can do science, they can do anatomy. No. The child growing up is composing songs, writing songs, singing songs, dancing. These are career paths. Gone were the days when someone wants to become a singer, an artist, a gospel artist, a secular artist, whatever it is, that they didn't pay. Now these musicians are making it big time. So as parents and as family, we need to, do a cognitive restructuring of how we see career path. Yes. Then we have the social people, the people who would want to help. They are the helpers. They find delight in helping people. So they will thrive as nurses because nurses are helping. They'll thrive as teachers. They would love to work with NGOs, non-profit organizations. If such people find themselves in institutions that is highly profit-driven, they find it difficult performing in such an environment. These are the go-to people. They become counselors because they love listening to people share their stories. And they proffer therapeutic solutions for them. So people, such personalities that are person-oriented, when they are pushed into a mechanical field, they won't thrive. They will have a lot of psychological issues. Their mental health will be seriously affected. Productivity will be very low. Have you paused to ask why there are very qualified people in various offices, but they are not able to churn out the productivity level that the institution desires? I think it's high time that leaders of various institutions do this kind of, education for them. They should invest in having retreats that deals with their personality, the personality of their employees, and how they can handle burnout, how they can do well, how they can assign various personalities to specific job roles. There should be a redesign of job roles in the various institutions. So when you put a person-centered individual, someone who loves to help people, and then you put them in an office, in a role where they need to be calculating, working with figures, data, you are worrying them. Coming to work is difficult, and even their relationship with their colleagues at work suffers. Such people will be good at the HR, the smiles they'll give you when people enter the facility, the warm reception, how they would attend. They will be so patient and listening to the challenges of clients. And the clients will go like, I would come again. This HR person, it's so lovely. Then we have the entrepreneurs, the enterprising people, the business-oriented people. Now all over the world, it is the business-minded people, the entrepreneurs that are ruling the world. They are making it big time. Now the world is shifting to entrepreneurship. So you have a world who wants to be an entrepreneur, push them to do it. Don't think that, how can you say you want to be a businesswoman? How can you say you want to be a businessman? Encourage them. Let them learn all the skills, all the techniques of business, of entrepreneurship. And if they want to school, they should school along that line. Take business courses, executive courses, marketing courses, advertising courses, so that they can flow easily in their career path. Then we have the conventional people, the methodology, how do we say it? They deal with methods. I mean, those systematic people, they conform, the most conforming of all. Yeah. No, they'll do well in the laws because everything must be so well defined. They deal with order. Anything that would make work orderly for them. Data analysis, statistics. They would want to work with formulas. They wouldn't break the law. Everything must be meticulous. So you know your word, and then you align them to whatever course they want to take. As these ones are going to the senior high, don't push them to do courses for you because you are not the one going to do the learning. The child wouldn't have an option because if they don't, you wouldn't pay their school fees. You won't buy or provide them with the resources they need. So they gradually struggle each morning, wake up each morning already tired, fatigued, because they are going to read a course that they are not comfortable with. My dear parents, make life flexible for your child. Talk to your child, give him or her a listening ear. Let them explain to you why they want to read the course they want to read. And then have a discussion with them. Bring in an expert, a knowledgeable person to help them, a career person, a career expert, a career counselor to help them discuss issues. How do you see the profession you would want to pursue in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, the next 20 years? Will it still be viable? Especially with the advent of this AI. So you need to, have a thorough discussion with your child, having an expert opinion. And then the child would do what would help or align to their personality. And for you adults out there who couldn't speak up and you find yourself in a profession that it's a burden, the profession itself is a burden, it's a challenge, it's a chore, it's not too late. Now that you're an independent person, break loose. Start pursuing your dreams. Start looking for educational institutions that you can pursue what you really want to do. Change jobs. Whilst you are working, be looking for better opportunities somewhere. Upgrade yourself. And then do the career that brings joy to your heart. There's nothing so fulfilling as having a personality environment fit career. It's like you are doing what you love to do, and at the end of the day, you are being paid. You are being paid for what you love doing naturally. You are being paid for what you enjoy doing. Even if you are not paid, you do it anyway. But you have an added advantage of being paid. Think about it. It's not too late. Parents, let's be mindful. So as these recently when our awards were going to write their final exams, the WASI, I encountered one, student who parents and all other people, church members thought it was a spiritual attack. So I was brought in. They came even because they thought I was a pastor's wife so I could help spiritually. Then after talking to the student, I realized the student is having panic attacks. Why? They are reading a program that they don't love to do. Those students vehemently told the father, I can't do this. The father says, it's either you are reading this course or I'm not taking you to school. So this student struggles through the years to learn. And now the student is about to write the final exam, a decider for the next course of action of their life. And they are dead scared. And they feel they are going to die. So they have panic attacks. And the parents who forced this child to read this course was enjoying his life. And kept saying, this is spiritual, this is spiritual. And I had to come in, really help her with some therapeutic, interventions. Talk to the parents, tell them, hey, listen, you've pushed your words so far. Now be ready for the worst. Don't expect high grades from the WASI results because you push the child to do something their personality does not align with. So whatever comes, don't get angry. Let the child write it anyway. Then, when the results are out, if he or she does well, thank God. If they don't, now allow this child to pursue what they really want to do. Else you may lose your child at a younger age. When such teenagers get so frustrated, sometimes suicidal ideations come to mind, and some even with the intent of doing it. Let us not push our words to that level. Let us be parents who would really discuss issues, communicate with our words, so that they would joyfully pursue the courses they love to do and would support them with whichever way we can. If you need help with your ward, yourself, on choosing a healthy career, knowing whether I am in this correct career path, is my child's personality and the course they want to pursue aligning, get in touch, will be of help. Send a message and we will respond. God bless you. God keep you. And God make his face shine upon you. If you need any counseling services, Feckham Hearts Counseling and Media is a place to come to. We would use therapeutic interventions to proffer solutions for whatever challenge that you're going through. Remember, therapy is divine. God bless you.